let's talk about the interviewing process. All of you have done a lot of hard work in your studies, and now you're out there going to find that first opportunity for yourself. Now the key is selling yourself. So the key things that you need to make sure you do is you need to do your research on the company right from the start. You need to understand what the company is all about and what the profile is of their most successful people. If you're looking for a sales position, you want to make sure that you're constantly talking about yourself. Be prepared for the canned interview questions. What are your 3 major strengths? What are your 3 major weaknesses? But if you've got a good interviewer, they're going to drill down. So for every answer that you've got, you need to be able to provide examples. And even if you haven't worked out in the corporate America, you need to provide examples, whether it be going through school or in your life, where you've been able to show the things that you answer during the interview process. If you're interviewing for a sales position, the number one thing you've got to make sure is that you're constantly talking about features and benefits of yourself. So what you're going to bring to the table, and you're going to talk about your work ethic. But at the very end, you want to make sure you go for the close, because that's what they're going to be looking for. So you might want to ask a question like this. Based upon everything that we've talked about today, can you see any reason why I wouldn't be a perfect addition to your sales force? Questions like that are what they're going to be looking for. You want to make sure that you're doing good eye contact, firm handshakes, whether you're a man or a woman or meeting with a man or a woman. You need to make sure you shake their hands strongly. Be prepared. At the very beginning, when they find you in the lobby, you want to make sure that you're building rapport on your way over and not just walking straight. The building the rapport, the first impressions are really critical. You want to make sure if you get asked a question that you don't quite know how you're going to answer it, you may repeat it back to them. Buy yourself some time. So you're asking me what the biggest obstacle I ever faced in my life and how did I overcome that? Let me think about that. And that will give you a little time to prepare for your answer. And then another key thing for interviewing, because I interviewed thousands of people during my career, is make sure you're prepared for questions for the interviewer. Can you tell me a little bit about what made you successful? Can you tell me a little bit about your top performer and what some of their attributes are? And if they start highlighting some key attributes, you want to say, well, you know what? These are things that I am a strong advocate of, or these are things that I've done in the past, and provide examples. So again, with interviewing, great answers, great eye contact, be prepared ahead of time, be prepared with the questions that they're going to provide to you, that they're going to ask you, be prepared for the questions that you're going to ask them, and if you're going for a sales spot, or any other spot for that matter, close at the end of the interview and find out the defined next step.